Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Nelly and I am an aspiring indie author. And today we're just going to be going through a little Camp Nano weekend writing vlog. So if you watched the vlog I uploaded before, yesterday I did a full 10K writing day. I made it to 10,014 words. Could have done more, but I'm glad I didn't so I can simmer with ideas. But that went amazingly. And because I did that, I finished my Camp Nano goal. That was my specific Camp Nano goal that was in the Nano website. But if you watched my Camp Nano plans video, you know that I have 3 plans, 3 things that I wanted to accomplish during Camp Nano. The first one was, okay, so basically I have 2 separate series. They both have the name I'm calling it right now, but they're not gonna be the names. So the first one is called the Charm series, definitely not gonna be called that. The second one's called the Twin series, definitely not gonna be called that, but I'm just gonna refer to them as those. So my first goal was to complete my edits for Charmed book 1 and then send it out to betas. And then I had a tentative, when I get it back from the betas, maybe start editing, but I haven't even gotten it back from betas yet. So, and I probably won't do that one. So, I'll probably start editing that in May. That's not that big of a deal. So I did complete that one. I finished editing it by the 7th or 8th of April. It was in the first week. Yeah, it's the 7th. So in the first week, I finished editing it, and then the 8th, I sent it out to betas, I believe. And then my second goal is the one I have in my Nano website, and that's to write 25,000 words for this whole new series that I'm starting. So it's Twins book 1. And yesterday's 10K day put me at 26,000 something. I don't remember what number I'm at. So we have officially accomplished that goal by the 16th of April. So today's the 17th of April. And my third goal, I've technically started on it, but I haven't started on it at all. And I had wanted to start on it by this weekend. This weekend, basically the third goal is to reread books 2 and 3 in the Charm series so that I can outline, because I wrote book 2 in January, book 3 in February, because I had those outlines done in December. I don't have an outline for the final book in the series, so I was going to reread books 2 and 3, take notes on it for edits, just because I'm rereading anyway, so might as well. And then after those rereads, do the full outline for book 4. I was hoping to start the outline this weekend, literally today. Back in March when I had planned out my Camp Nano for this weekend, I had put outline book 4 because I assumed I would have read 2 and 3 already within the first 2 weeks. Did not happen. I have technically started it because I started reading book 2 a few days ago on Thursday. Yeah, it was during Sarah Sutton's live stream. Instead of writing, I started reading book 2. Basically what happened is after I sent book 1 out to betas, I wanted to reread that one as well, and I got through half of it. I got through pretty much exactly halfway through, and I was just I don't want to keep reading because I had just edited it, so it was basically during edits you don't reread it technically, but technically you do. So I just gone through the entire story, so I was I don't want to. I just went through the story. I don't want to go through it all over again. So plus I was finding so many grammatical errors, so, misspelling, so many. It was pissing me off. But I was I literally just went through the story. I remember what happened. So I stopped about halfway through. And because I just got through the story, I didn't want to read it. So it was taking me long. Basically, the moral of the story is I should have just started with book 2 instead of trying to do book 1. But anyway, on Thursday, I started book 2. I fully have read the first 3 chapters. It's 27 chapters, I believe. I believe book 2 is 27 chapters, book 3 is 24 chapters. I fully read through and took notes on edits for the first 3 chapters of book 2. And I think I had started chapter 4. But yeah, I think for this weekend, I'm calling it a writing vlog because I technically will get writing done because I'm so excited for the twins book 1 that I know I'm gonna end up writing more for that. But I'm gonna try to focus my main goal on just getting through book 2 and hopefully starting on book 3, so that throughout the week / next weekend I could at least start the outline of book 4, so that by the end of Camp Nano I won't have that outline done, but hopefully I'll have some of it done. The next big problem here is I have a big paper due, not this coming Monday, so not in 2 days, but the Monday after that. Have not started it. And then in 2 weeks, so like not this Monday, not the Monday after that, but the Monday after that is finals week. I have all 3 of my finals on the same day, and I tried to change one, but she was like, no, can you ask someone else to change it? So I keep forgetting to ask someone else to change my final day. But basically I have finals that week, so it's gonna be a lot of studying. So the end of Camp Nano is gonna be more focused on studying, and then this weekend I actually have a little bit of homework to do. But yeah, I'm very busy. I keep putting all of my focus on writing because that's what I love. So anyway, the point of this introduction was to say my camera's almost dead. Was to say that I need to get on this 3rd goal because I'm doing so well on these goals. Oh, no, the point of this was to say I need to write this outline because I plan on writing book 4 in July Camp Nano. And I think that's gonna be my only project. If anything, I might have like a tentative like on the side projects with like other books, but like my main project, and I don't know yet, we'll see when July comes around, but I think I'm gonna make it 50,000, so it's gonna be like a regular nano, and try to write all, if not most, of book 4 for the Charm, like the final book in the Charm series. The thing is, I've talked about this before in other vlogs, I already know how that one ends. Yeah, I just don't really know how, like I have it written in my outline for book 4, so I already have a Scrivener page open for it. I already have the ending, not fully outlined, but like a tentative outline of it. I don't have anything leading to it though, so I need to read through books 2, 3, see where those are leading, where I can fix things up. Actually, while I, like at the very beginning of reading book 2, I thought of something that I can add into book 3 that I feel like it's gonna help with the character developments and like relationship development. But yeah, I need to like see how I progress the story, see where I ended book 3 on, so I can like know how I'm gonna start / get to the point of book, like the climax of book 4. But yeah, in all of this, I'm actually really glad because I feel like my writing is getting better. Like I feel like if you read Charm book 1, which we'll see when I know when that's coming out, but also I don't want to like say when that's coming out until like I know for sure. If you read that compared to Twins book 1, because they're gonna come out like a year apart, hopefully you'll see that the stories are better and you'll like enjoy them more. I don't know, maybe you won't, but and they're very different. They're like, one's urban fantasy paranormal, the other one's like full fantasy. Anyway, and I still love my characters for the Charm series, so it's not. Anyway, the point is, I'm enjoying my Camp Nano process so much this month that I'm neglecting some other stuff. But also, do I really care? I graduate in less than a month and I don't have a job, and honestly I couldn't even care because I'm writing all the time. Okay, this is a 10-minute clip, so goodbye. Hello friends, it is 5:30, and is anyone surprised that I moved back to writing my Camp Nano project? No. I did read 3 chapters earlier of book 2, so hopefully I'll get more of that done. Then I did a little bit of work for the paper I have due in a couple weeks. But I moved back to this, and I've so far added, I don't know how much, 500 words or so. I'm again blanking on words. Like I keep forgetting like the word I'm looking for. This happened to me yesterday too. But that's not why I got this. I just realized yesterday, if you watched that vlog, I cut out a full chapter. I might have to bring that chapter back because I just realized while I'm writing the scene, which is like one of those ones that's like probably gonna end up being one of my favorites. I'm not sure yet. That there's a plot point that I didn't describe how our characters know. So I'm just like literally just skipped over that entire section. So I'm not sure yet if I'm purposely doing that. If, like, I'll just bring it back at a different chapter and I'll just have them find out later. No, see, I don't have it at all outlined. So I don't have them finding out at all. So I might have to bring that chapter back. I don't know whose perspective it would be on. And I'm like, it's not, I don't know. I was gonna say it's not necessary for me to do it right now, but I kind of feel like it is. So we'll see. I might be bringing that chapter back because I kind of need it. So I'm glad I remembered that I need that scene, but I was going through it right now to add it in. No, I was actually fine. So I'm just adding the scene in a different chapter, which is perfect because like not all the chapters have all of their scenes in them because it's not fully outlined. Let's not forget that. So I just added that in. Fits perfectly well. But yeah, it's 6 o'clock now. I've written 1,100 words, 1,117 words. Pretty good, especially considering the day after a 10K day, I'm usually really drained. I usually don't even do it. But also I want to get a little bit more done with rereading book 2. Honestly, my notes, not as many fixtures. I mean, there's still fixtures. There's a lot of like fleshing out that I have to do when I go into edits, but there's not as many fixtures. I don't know. My problem is I think I'm too much in the mood for fantasy right now rather than urban fantasy. So like I enjoy that book, like I know I do, but I think I'm just not in the mood for it. It's like the same way how like you want to just start reading a book you're not in the mood for. It's in that right now, but I need to do it because I need to continue on. It's hard. But this is going well. So there's that. Hello. I spent a long time distracting myself and then I started watching Legally Blonde, which was a great time. But it's 10:20 now and I just wrote another scene. I started writing the scene like 200 words, 150 words when I was watching Criminal Minds before Legally Blonde, because I was kind of watching it, kind of not watching it. So in my head I was kind of thinking about this and I thought of a way to start the chapter that I liked way more. But yeah, there was a little fight scene, like an argument, not fight, an argument scene right here during like between two like more prominent characters. I'm just really enjoying this. It's so much fun. It's definitely putting me in a huge fantasy mood, which is bad for my other series because the other series isn't full fantasy, it's urban fantasy. But like it's great for this series, so I don't know. Hello friends, it is the next day. I did not update again last night, but I didn't end up reading any more of book 2. So there's that. But I did end up writing some more. I don't remember when the last time I updated about the writing was, but I ended up writing about 2,800, like 2,850-ish last night. Really like the scene that I ended up writing. But yeah, I was also going over all of the chapters yesterday, and in total I've skipped 6 scenes. Oh my god. So I've skipped about 6 scenes. 5 of them are like the ones where I have in brackets like what it is. One of them is the one like with the question marks, because I literally have no idea what that one is. But yeah, so today I had planned, well, yesterday I had planned to go to Goodwill Outlet in Roxbury, but it was still raining a little bit yesterday, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go out and get wet again. So I was like, okay, I'll just move it to today. And then right now, while I was getting ready, I was like, wait, I should check if it's open, because it's Sunday, and I always do this thing where I don't check if things are open on Sunday and then they're not open. So I checked, it's closed. So I don't know, I'll probably try to call tomorrow, because tomorrow's Patriots Day, so we don't have school. So I don't know if businesses are also not working, so I'm gonna hopefully try to call tomorrow and then go tomorrow, because I do want to go this weekend. So we'll see. But since I can't do that, I still want to get out of the house, so I'm gonna go to Cafe Nero. Of course, it's my second home. Guess who forgot to film at the coffee shop? It is now, I have no idea, like 2 o'clock? Yeah, it's exactly 2 o'clock. And I just got back. I read 4 chapters of the book, and then I wrote for a little bit. Basically, if you followed along in writing the twins book, I already had like a few scenes written out in like a different document. And then the outline, I kind of had approximately where I wanted it, and I got to one of those scenes. I mean, I've gotten to a bunch of those scenes already, but I got to one of them, and I was just, so it's basically more like editing, so I'm just taking that scene and making it fit. But yeah, we got over 1,100 words that way. I turned like 800 words into like 1,100, so it was great. I really enjoyed that scene. But yeah, I just got home, and I got to my package from ColourPop. So I'm gonna open this, and this camera's running out of storage, so I'm gonna go delete some stuff first. Oh, that is so cute. Thanks a lot, hey. Oh, these are smaller than I thought they were gonna be. Like, I don't have a problem with them, I'm just saying. So we got Wild Child. I basically just got 3 really basic palettes, because I had the Modern Renaissance palette, but I don't know where it is. I feel like I left it back in LA, but I don't know where it is. But I don't have any eyeshadows, so it's like, okay, let me get these, and they were on sale. I think they were like $9 instead of $14. So I got 3. We got the Going Coconuts, Wine and Only, and Wild Child. I've gotten no more work done for the day. It's 5 o'clock. I just broke a little bit of my nail. It hurts so bad because I was trying to open the window and it was stuck. Anyway, I just went to Los Amigos Taqueria to get this burrito, and it looks so pretty. I haven't tried this before, so we'll see if it actually tastes like Mexican food, because I'm from LA, you know, I know what that tastes like. And we still have Criminal Minds on, because after I eat though, I'm gonna get some work done, and then I have a team meeting tonight. I've started my part of like what we have to have done, but I want to get a little bit more done before the team meeting. So yeah, after the team meeting, I'll probably like actually get more writing done, because I thought through the next scene and I think I have it. I don't really have the full premise of it, but I have like what's gonna happen. The details will come later. And then I think I figured out the next thing, but like I have like the very broad idea of the next thing that's gonna happen, but I need full details because I'm gonna spend an entire chapter on it, so I definitely need more. But first we're gonna eat. So I got the California because that is like it seemed like the most, you know, like authentic, I guess, of the burritos. It is good. It's probably the best one I've had, like best Mexican food I've had in Boston. Let me tell you, they don't do a good job at it. But they put potatoes in here, and I'm eating it. I'm like, this is good. And then I'm like, there's a weird taste in here, and then I realize it's potato. Who puts potatoes in a burrito? Anyway, it does taste good. It's a little odd to have that potato taste in there. It's like if I was eating a burrito and I was eating tater tots on the side. That's what it tastes like. Like, it's not bad, just a little different. So I was just in my meeting, and of course I got distracted because today one of my beta readers was supposed to have, you know, the read done, and she did. She sent it to me, and I opened it. And so while we were in the meeting, I was just switching over my screen so I can look at it. And so she sent me my manuscript with like notes on the side, and then she sent me a report. I don't know what part of me thought fixing beta edits was not going to be that much work. The problem is, a lot of the stuff she pointed at, I feel like subconsciously I knew, but I never fixed. So now I just really want to go in and fix these, but like I want to like calm down. My thing is, a couple of the things that she noted are stuff I like mentioned in like book 2 or 3. So now I'm trying to think, do I want to mention it? Like, do I want to change it? Because she was like, oh, you should reveal this here and stuff like that. And I was like, should I? Because from a reader's perspective, I definitely see that point. But from like the story's perspective, I'm like, should I? But then it makes sense because the point of reading is like, you can't go through the entire book and then not get like the proper resolution. Also, she did point out, which I knew this when I was going through edits, I kind of figured this, but then I think I brushed it aside a little bit. There are, in the first half of the book, in the first half of the book, there's like 2 storylines, and then it kind of gets resolved in the middle, so then only one of them continues on. And she was like, oh, I would have liked if it was one, and she liked one of them better, and it's the one that continues on. And I was like, you're right, because I like the second storyline too, but I think I need to change it to fit, so it's not necessarily a storyline. It's just, I don't know, it's just happening kind of. Some of the other things completely make sense, like makes sense. I do have another beta reader, and she's supposed to be done in like 3 days, 4 days, something like that. So I'm not like making any changes. I'm not touching this at the very least until I get her notes back. So at the very least until next weekend. But yeah. Okay. The last note she made me in like the report, not in, I haven't read through the notes she like wrote in the actual manuscript because it's just like a 300-page manuscript. I'm not going through that right now, but actually I'll probably go through it right now, but like I haven't gone through it yet. So the last note she left me in the report is asking for a scene, and she tells me where to put it, and I'm like, girl, you're thinking ahead, because that comes up, trust me. If you read book 2, it comes up. So I'm leaving it. I'm not listening to her on that one. I'm leaving it there because it does it does come up. It hasn't come up yet because it comes up in book 2. So I'm glad that she mentioned that. Here's my thing. I feel like for the job that she does, because the last paragraph she wrote, first of all, she wrote that she liked the development of one of my, there's multiple couples in this, of one of the couples. And I was like, that was the one I was worried about. But like, that's the one she liked. So I guess I was doing fine there. The one I was less worried about, which technically I feel like is the more prominent of the couples, is the one she brought up a problem with. And I actually really like the problem she brought up. And I'm like, okay, now I need to try to brainstorm how to twist it. Because for the most part, I don't have to change it at all. It would just be around, was it halfway point or three-quarter point, whatever. I have to change a little bit of the dynamic there. But I know this is all very vague because you don't know what's going on. But like, I just need to talk this out. She was like, the pacing was good, which is great. because that's also really important. Says the characters are interesting. I don't know if she enjoyed it. Oh wait, let me see. Yeah, see, she wrote, I really enjoyed reading it. But is she just saying that because this is her job? She's not gonna say I hated your book. Or does she actually enjoy reading it? Because it's a little different. It's gonna be harder to like really enjoy something because you're looking for the problems in it. Oh, that's nice. That was understood. Okay, anyway, this is a very long-winded way of saying I'm excited about getting into this one again. I did end up writing before my meeting for like half an hour. I got 920 words in. Extra for the day. I don't remember how much I've written for the whole day. For the whole day, we've written 2,027 words. So I think I'm gonna leave it there because I also need to shower. But I'm gonna look over these betas right now, this beta feedback real quick. And then I'm not gonna touch it because I still have another beta reader I'm waiting for. But I really like this. I really like getting beta food. I'm one of those people that I don't mind getting critiques with my writing. Even in my creative writing class, every time we get critiques, I'm like, bring it on, keep coming. Because I don't know, even if you hated it, I don't mind. Like, you weren't the target then, like, it's fine. But I don't know. She's so funny. She really corrected my spelling in this. Girl, I know I got it wrong, okay? Let's ignore that. I spelled goatee wrong. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go through the notes. Goodbye. I'm compiling these notes into the report section just so I can look at them next to each other. And then I'm putting like in brackets which chapter it's in so I can always go back and look at it. But this is just solidifying what I already knew, and that is I'm much better at character and relationship development than I am at plot development. Literally the reason I didn't start actually writing until last year was because I always thought about characters, relationships, but the plot was always vague to me, and I was always like, I don't know how to make a plot. So I kind of stayed away from it. So if you're reading any of my stories, the plot's really not the big point. The plot isn't the selling point. The character relationships are the selling points. And I'm very well aware of that, and I'm okay with it. But this is it's solidify. I'm blanking on the word. This keeps happening, but it's just solidifying on my knowledge that plots are not my thing. That's okay. We're only 12 chapters in. Well, 13 if you count the prologue. It is kind of dumb to be moving this over because a lot of it is referring to specific paragraphs. But it's fine because it's really letting me know. And it's also letting me know, apparently I'm not very clear on some stuff. Because she keeps asking questions that I do have the answers to in there, but I guess it's not clear enough to make it, like, for the reader to understand. So that's good to know. Also, I'm starting to panic a little bit because there's a lot to go through. I can see why people get overwhelmed when having to do beta edits. There's a lot to go through. So I might have to rearrange my entire schedule because my copy edit for this is in July. I think it's July 5th. So I still think I can make it, like, have it ready by then by doing another like 2 rounds of edits or so. So I'm thinking first round to go over all of these and then let it sit for like a week so I don't look at it, and then do a second round to make sure it's fitting together and stuff. The only problem there is I already booked my copy edit for book 2. So what I might do there is just push it. Like, I'll probably email her and be like, hey, can we push it like a month? because that one is mid-September. Because I was gonna do edits in June, beta it in July, and then the other half of July start beta edits. Well, actually, I could still probably make that if it's 2 months. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, we'll see. This is starting to stress me out, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm 19 chapters into looking over these. I think what's gonna end up happening is I have some post-it notes. Like I have this. I only have 3 colors, which is the problem. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over there and just start posting up every single one of the scenes so I can visually see what's going on, because I write it down in like my notes and stuff, and I'm just like, it's just harder to see. Like I need to visualize it, and then that way I can, any of the new scenes I want to throw in, because I've thought of more that will clear up some problems, create better character development, maybe create better plot. I don't know. Again, plot's not my thing. But then I could just take the post-it and like stick it in there. Like that's where it's gonna go. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Do have homework to do tomorrow because I didn't do any this weekend. And I wanted to go to the Goodwill because again, didn't go yesterday, didn't go today. And it's kind of far away. So that can take up a good 3 hours of my day. Probably a good 2 hours. Okay, I mean, I feel like I can. Tomorrow. Maybe. I need a shower is what I need to do. So I'm just going to finish transferring these over, shower, and then maybe I'll get started on it because now I'm amped up now. I'm excited about this. So funnily enough, we're going back to the relationship section. Funnily enough, there was one relationship that I guess she doesn't really need me to fix at all because I think she thinks that was fine. A second relationship, which isn't really a relationship, but like will be later. The point was to pick up on it here, but she picked up on it and she's riding with it. She really enjoys that one. The most prominent relationship is the one she has most problems with, which makes sense because I think it was the one I was so excited about writing that like I missed a lot of sections because I was so excited about it. So there's so much brainstorming that's gonna have to come up. I just want to start post-it noting these. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's not gonna happen right now. Later. There you go. This just proves why beta reading is so important, because like I'm reading most of them. Some of these notes I'm just like, girl, I explained that. Okay, I need to make it more clear. It's obvious, but a lot of this is like stuff that I wouldn't really notice because I'm too close to the book. But like once it's pointed out to me, I'm like, oh. I swear I thought I saw something. I was like, oh, okay, that actually makes sense. So will I update you 37 more times? Probably. But we got 2 full pages of notes. These notes are so much more help than the report that she sent. The report she sent is good for like the big picture thing, so I'm glad she sent that too, but like these notes are gonna be so much more helpful. Okay, I think I can do it. I think I set these timelines. I think I can do it. So I'm thinking probably at least another 2 rounds of edits before I send this to Katie, my copy editor. So the first round will be first post-it noting my wall, figuring out what scenes I need to add and all of that stuff, and then going in and fixing it all with clarifications on a bunch of points because apparently those weren't made clear. And then second round will be cleaning up first wording, because line edits in general, when I was rereading this book, and she made so many fixes on like grammatical errors. I'm like, girl, I know, okay, you don't need to keep fixing those. I'll fix those later. That, and then just general cleaning up. I don't know if I'll do like another round of just full edits and then do that, or if I'll just do that. We'll see. because I want to send a clean copy to Katie so that she can clean it up even more. You know, I want to send my best work. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start the post notes today, and then wait for my second beta reader to get back to me with her notes, so I can actually see what I want to do what with. So I'm gonna go take a shower now. Hello friends, I started doing this. Problem I forgot about: my walls do not hold stickies. Not like any, like if I want to stick up a poster and stuff. Some of the walls like these, fine. Some of the other walls like those, that wall, the wall by my bathroom, don't hold anything up. Like stickies just fall off. So before thinking the wall, I was like, oh, I'll get a poster board, tack them all on like that. Looks like I'm gonna have to do that. I don't want to do that though. Like I want to put it up on the wall. Okay, I guess I have to get a poster board, but like I want to start this right now. I'm trying to think, where can I stick it right now so that, and then I can continue on later. But I literally don't have, other than the walls, I don't have anywhere to stick it. Because there's gonna be a lot, you know, it's not just gonna be like 10 of these. It's gonna be. Okay, we are on chapter 6. We have 3 different little notes. This one is for romantic relationships. This one is for like straight up every single scene. So it's not like every chapter. It's if there's multiple scenes in the chapter, there's multiple post-it notes about it. And then this one is any scenes, anything I want to add to the story. So I decided it's going on my map because I have nowhere else to put it. So you can't really see the blues right now, but when I get a white poster board, you'll be able to see it. So we just have it going down right now. The green is kind of where the relationship has been introduced, or like any scene, like I'll add more greens later on and you'll see like every scene that there is a romantic relationship going on. And it's not like I'm not going to be adding every single hint that's thrown in. This is like the specific scenes between the couple. And then blues, I'm kind of putting where I want them to go. And then I have some here because these are scenes that I thought of, but like it hasn't come up yet. So, you know, whenever I get to that plot point and I put it down, then I'll add that in. So hopefully this helps. 9 out of 28. Hello friends, it is, I literally have no idea what time it is. It's 2:15 and I just got back from Camp Nano / Target, because Target's right next to Camp Nano. I was there. I spent a whole 2 hours making my presentation. I was in charge of making it like look pretty. Didn't realize it was gonna take me that long. It took me 2 hours. And then I started writing my paper, which it's a 10-page paper. I have about 3.5 to 4 of it done. That's amazing for just one day of working. So I feel like a couple more days and I should be done with that, and then I can go through edits. But yeah, I went to Target. I picked up this corkboard. I was gonna get a poster board, but this was like $11 and the poster boards were like $5. So I was like, I'll just get this. So I'm gonna move those over and I'm gonna watch Katie's audiobook video. So I underestimated how much space this would hold because I moved it over. And actually over there, it was lined up with 9 post-it notes and it's lined up here with 9 post-it notes. So I have somehow perfectly calculated it when I did it there. But as you can see, we're already on the 3rd row, and this is only 9 out of 28 of the chapters. It's not gonna fit. So I'll probably go to Target again tomorrow and buy a second one of these. Because again, it was like $10, so it's fine. And then I can just put them next to each other. And then I don't have to like squish them. I can even like spread them out even more. Especially once more blue stickies could start going in, I'm gonna need more space. Hello friends, it is 7:15 and I am just coming on here to wrap up. You can see I didn't get any more work done there. I'm gonna do it later. I have another team meeting at 8, 9, something like that. And that's just, you know, the presenters are gonna rehearse. I'm not presenting. because I presented last time. So I'm just gonna chill during that meeting. So hopefully it should go fast, but the plan is to go and do it after. But I was just editing this video, and can you hear that? Can you hear the cops outside? But I was just editing this video and I wanted to clear up. So I started this weekend talking about how I wanted to finish my reread of book 2. It's not a reread, it's the first official time I'm reading it, of book 2. And I got to, I think, 11 or 12 chapters into that a couple days ago before I got my betas for book 1. Well, my betas for book 1 back. And I think I'm gonna put a pause to that because I don't remember entirely. Here's the thing. My book 2 and book 3, I need to go back and reread them, but I think there's a similar problem. And I also realized yesterday that I dropped one of the story. I dropped a major storyline from book 1 to book 2, so I need to pick that back up. Because I dropped it in book 2, it's not in book 3 either. So I need to pick that back up. So it's gonna be like more major edits when I go into book 2. So I'd first rather focus on this, and then maybe in May go through and finish my reread, possibly, and then I'll like do a corkboard version of this too, and like plot out that. But the moral of the story is I want to do this first because I want to make sure this plot, like the storyline, makes sense before I move on to the next one. Because like this, I mean, it's gonna remain the same. Like book 2's story basically will remain the same, but there's a major plot point that I did not put in. So it's really just gonna be like tweaking scenes, and it's very much major, like dialogue or a couple thoughts and stuff tweak that'll pretty much change the entire trajectory of the scene. But there's gonna be a few of those that I need to tweak later on. So first I want to figure this out. Yesterday going to bed, I did voice memo a couple things. I didn't talk about it here, but there's this one scene in this book that I oversimplified so much, and I knew I had done that when I was writing it, but I just couldn't think of anything. So you know what, I was like, you know what, we're just gonna do it, it's fine. I hated that scene. Well, I didn't hate this, I hated the plan, I didn't hate the scene. I hated it, and I was like, I don't know what else to do with this, so I left it. And of course my beta was like, she didn't say she hated it, she just said it's oversimplified, and I was like, girl, I know. So I actually thought of something last night. I think it'll work better. And I think it'll fit better with the relationships too, and like the dynamic around the characters. But all of this is to say, I'm gonna stop my reread of books 2 and 3. I might continue book 2, just book 2. I'm not gonna go into book 3 right now. Might continue book 2, but because I'm already like almost halfway through with it. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna continue on with this in a couple hours. I might do like a little bit right now and then go into my meeting and do more afterward. But yeah, I definitely will need another corkboard for this because this is up to chapter 9. I think chapter 10 only has 1 scene. It might have 2 scenes. Don't remember. Oh no, I think it has 2 scenes. I lied, I think it has 3 scenes. No, I think it has 2 scenes. I don't remember. But anyway, that's gonna be like 1 or 2 right there. And those, I don't think I need to change anything. So it's just gonna be 2 little pink ones. But yeah, my goal will be to get through another like 5 to 10 chapters today, which will be majority of the book. Yeah, that is it. this is gonna be the last update I make for the day. So thank you for watching. This is a long video, but it's been fun. So if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and maybe stick around. You may see this book come out at some point. I'm not gonna say when. I do have a publication date for it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet though, because I might change it. We'll see. Depending on if I really need to push anything back. Right now, I don't see myself doing it, but you never know. Anyway, goodbye.